Welcome to Vet Ranch. I'm Dr. Carrie. I have kind of a sad little case for you here. This is Rosie. She's a little hound dog, and she was picked up by just a field officer and was at animal control. So a rescue group pulled her and got her to me really quickly. She was certainly very shocky when she first came in, so we've kind of stabilized her systemically. But I want to kind of show you the issues that she has going on. So she's got fractures all up here along her nasal area, it looks like. And she's kind of struggling to breathe. You can hear if you're real quiet. So she's got a bunch of congestion kind of in her throat area and a lot of swelling right here. If you also notice, her jaw is crooked. So see how the bottom of her jaw is? I believe she's probably got a dislocation and a fracture on the other side of her jaw. So she's got a lot of issues. Right now we're kind of reaching out to different dentistry professionals to see who can kind of help us tackle this case. Certainly we don't want her to be in pain, but we don't want to give up on her. I wanted to show you guys Rosie's face once she's sedated. You can pretty much see this side looks pretty normal to me. Normal eye. She's got some wounds here on her head. This side, her eye looks sunken because she's probably got fractures around here, causing her eye to appear like that. And if you look from the top, you can see this one looks like it's sticking out. This one looks completely recessed. Also, if you look at her nose, it looks different this side versus this side. So she's got a lot of issues going on. She's breathing really kind of hard, probably because of trauma in this area. You hear that? She is sedated right now, but also she's got this swelling underneath here that looks like it could just be like a hematoma. Her jaw looks dislocated. See how it's kind of to the side like this right now? It shouldn't be like that. It should be more like that. So multiple injuries on her, nose, orbit, and her jaw. I'm going to show you the radiographs that we just took of Rosie. She's got a fracture here, which is right around that kind of orbit area of her eye, and on that nasal bone. Looks like she's got some kind of crushing fractures here. And then let me see if I can show you the other one. This is the one they're really worried about. This is her mouth's open on the side. They're worried that she has a fracture back here. I know it's really hard to see because there's just a ton of teeth everywhere. But they're worried that she has a fracture there, and if she does, which it looks like she does, they're recommending euthanasia. The surgeons are, because they say there's really nothing they can do to repair that, and that it's going to kind of scar down where she can't even open her mouth. We're going to reach out to one more place, and hopefully they'll see her, and maybe we'll get some different results. But for sure, super bummed, and hope there's something we can do at this point. So I'm trying to figure out a way to kind of explain everything that's going on with Primrose, and I feel like this model would be the best way. So this is just an example of kind of what her mouth looks like, except that these are all adult teeth, and she actually has baby teeth. They look exactly the same, except, they're just baby teeth and there's adult teeth underneath it. So we reached out to our friends at Veterinary Dental, and they said, for sure, bring her in, let's give it a try. We have some pictures of that visit too. So what they found was there's a fracture here on the right side, which we saw, and there's a fracture here on the top of the nasal bone. And basically that's also just kind of pushing part of this down and over, which gives that left side that sunken look, and then also is what's causing that kind of loud breathing and the discharge from this side of the nose. And they said that she's pretty much going to sound kind of like, like a professional boxer or fighter that's had repeated nasal trauma. She's going to be a loud breather forever because this side of her airway is always going to be a lot smaller than it should. The best news we had the whole time was that there's actually not a fracture here. So this side we were super worried about, and what we were basing, potentially euthanizing her on, this is not fractured. So that's the best news for sure. And then there's several teeth, baby teeth, that have kind of been broken and are starting to disintegrate from the trauma. And so once she grows a little bit more, we're going to have a follow-up, and then they're probably going to go ahead and remove some of those teeth. It's been about 2 weeks, and we are rechecking little Rosie. Her face is still, you can tell her jaw's still crooked, and then she's still got some asymmetry on the two sides. But she seems to be doing well. She's kind of got a lot of trouble breathing through her nose. And then this swelling up under her jaw, which is still here, but we're going to watch it and see if that starts to improve over time. But everything is good so far. She's going to kind of have this crooked bite forever, we think. And like the dental specialist said, she's probably going to have some extractions down there. But so far so good, and it's not slowing her down. She seems to be a happy, crazy puppy at home, so we're going to see how she grows over time. It's been 3 weeks, so we're just updating Primrose on her next round of puppy vaccines. She's still a loud breather. She's got a little bit of discharge from her nose. Kind of hard to see right now. And look at her jaw. Remember, she has a really crooked jaw. But she's doing really good. She's eating great. She's a crazy puppy that's driving everybody crazy by chewing on their arms and everything else. So far, so good. We're just going to keep watching her grow and kind of see what kind of surgery she may need later to deal with this kind of malaligned jaw. I'm just going through and looking at the radiographs from her second follow-up at the dental center. Let me try to show you these. So essentially, if you can kind of use your imagination, here's her adult tooth here, very easy to see, and you see almost like this identical tooth on top of it. That is the deciduous or baby tooth. So a lot of those are damaged and disintegrating because of the trauma, so they went ahead and removed about 9 of those teeth, and kind of just retook rads to look at everything. The fractures look great, like they're healing, and so really with a case like hers, we're just going to have to keep waiting and see kind of how she grows and how she heals, and eventually she may need to have some permanent teeth removed as well because she has a rye bite that's crooked. But other than that, I mean, we could not be happier with how she's doing so far. Oh my gosh, she's so big! Bryn! Hi!
Sometimes when you're feeling young and you're feeling tough and you're all caught up, but you don't walk right and you don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong. But I know what you're going through. I know 'cause I've been there too. I don't walk right and I don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong.
Alright guys, it is our final visit with little Primrose, aka Prim, aka Rosie is what we started out calling her. As you can see, she's a normal puppy. She doesn't know that her face looks different, and she's perfect. So we are so happy that we got lots of opinions and met with the dental specialist who advised us that we should just give her a chance, even though some said we should probably euthanize her because of how severe her wounds are. They said just see how she grows and see how she does. And so we're so happy that we took a chance on her, and I'm sure she is too. So thank you guys so much for your support. Thanks for watching our videos, and we'll see you next time.
I know 'cause I've been there too, and I don't walk right and I don't talk right, and there ain't nothing wrong with feeling strong. But I wanna be there for you, honey, working my jaw